In the last video, we already learned about the supply contracts for strategic components. And the key assumption when we make those contracts is that the supplier has a make-to-order supply chain. It means that the sequential supply chain analyzed earlier, and the supplier takes no risk while the buyer takes all the risk. That's why they need the risk sharing contract, that like sharing, revenue sharing, so on and so forth. So the supplier can share the risk with the buyer. However, if the company follow the make to stock supply chain, so how can we determine the appropriate contracts for that company? Let's take this example. The networking equipment suppliers, Ericsson, the company Ericsson will supply their network equipment to the AT&T company, and they will buy the component from Flextronics company, and the Ericssons will make the orders to Flextronics company when they already receive the confirmed order from AT&T. So here we have AT&T is the customer of Ericsson's, and Ericsson is the customer of Flextronics. And the Ericsson's only make order to Flextronics when they have the confirmed order from AT&T. However, for Flextronics, they cannot just wait until the Ericssons place order. Then they will start making the component, because the lead time of each component will be different, so that they have to buy in advance first to and make the component in advance. So it means the Flextronics, they will start producing the components before the Ericssons place the orders. So it means the Flextronics, they use their make to stock supply chain, and Ericsson's, they use make to order supply chain. So here all the risk will belong to Flextronics, the supplier, and Ericsson's doesn't take any risk in this case. When we consider Flextronics as a supplier and Ericsson's as a buyer, so for the company who use MT as make to stock supply chain, the supplier will take all the risks, not the buyer. Okay, so let's take this example. The company sell the ski jackets from the selling season is from September to December, and we have a manufacturer will sell the ski jackets to distributor, and distributor will sell it to the retailer, and distributor only order to manufacturer when they receive the confirmed orders from the retailer. And the manufacturer start producing 12 months before selling seasons, and before distributors place any orders. However, the distributor make orders 6 months after the beginning of production. So it means the manufacturer produce first before they receive the orders from the distributors. However, the distributor only make orders when they have the confirmed order from the retailer. So in this case, we can see that the manufacturer is the person who take the risk and the distributor doesn't take any risk. Okay, and we have some information that the fixed production cost of of manufacturer is $10,000, and the variable cost is $55 per unit. And the manufacturer sell the ski jacket to the distributor at the price $80, and the distributor sell the ski jacket to the retailer at the price $125. And the salvage value, it means the unsold products from a manufacturer will be sold to the discount store at the price $20. And we also have the demand distribution, like the example about the swimming suit we considered before. I will show you later. So we can see that the manufacturer take risk. If they produce more, they have to pay more for the cost because they need to extend their capacity, right? So they try to reduce. They want to produce less. They don't want to produce more. However, if they don't produce more, maybe they will out of stock to provide to distributor. So the question is, what is the appropriate production quantity that the manufacturer should produce? So we will solve this problem first. Let's see what is marginal profit of manufacturer. So we can see that the variable cost is $55 and they sell at the price 80. So the marginal profit of manufacturer is equal to $25. However, if they produce more than the demand, they cannot sell the products, so the unsold product will be sold to the discount store at the price $20. But if they sell to distributor, the price they can sell is $80. So the marginal loss of manufacturers here in this case will be equal to $60. And the distributor marginal profit is equal to $45 because they sell at the price $125. However, they only buy it from manufacturer at the price $80. So here we can use Excel. It's quite similar as the example we did in the previous lesson. So please pause it and do it by yourself before you see the solution. And I will show you the Excel file. So here we can see the demand uh, probability table. So the same, we have the demand 8,000 with 11 percentage and so on and so forth. The information is the same as the swimming suit example. So how can we calculate the manufacturer profit? So we also use the if function. So if the production quantity is less than the demand, the profit the manufacturer can get is the total production multiply by 25, that is the marginal profit of manufacturers minus the fixed cost, and divide by 1000. If you don't want to divide by 1000, it's okay, because I just want to simplify the number. I just want to eliminate 3 euros. That's why I divide by 1000. And in the case if the production quantity is larger than the demand, what will happen? So they will have extra products. So they will have some product that are unsold. So how to calculate the profit in this case? The profit will be calculated as the production quantity multiplied by the uh, marginal profit minus the fixed cost and minus the loss, that is equal to the marginal loss multiplied by uh, the extra products, that is equal to the production quantity minus the demand. That is how we can calculate the profit of manufacturer. So on so forth, we can calculate all the profit value in this table in each case, and combine with the probability of the demand in this table, we can calculate the average profit of manufacturer. Okay, so look at this column. You can see the optimal production quantity for manufacturer is 12,000, and at this quantity they can gain the profit of 160,400 dollars. And when the manufacturer produce 12,000, it means the order quantities of distributors also 12,000, and at this point we can calculate the distributor average profit is equal to $510,300. And how we can calculate it? So we also do the same thing. We can use the if function. It will be easier for distributor because distributor doesn't need to take any risk. All the risks belong to manufacturer. So in the case that order quantity is less than, sorry, this one should be order quantity. Okay. So in the case that order quantity is smaller than the demand, the profit that distributor will gain is equal to the order quantity multiplied by the marginal profit of distributor, that is $45. And if the order quantity is larger than the demand, then the profit will be equal to the demand multiplied by the marginal profit. That is easy to calculate the profit of distributor. And the same combine this value with the probability of the demand, we can calculate the average profit of distributor. Okay, so we can conclude that the manufacturer's optimal policy is to produce 12,000 units and win the profit of $160,400, and distributor profits will be $510,300. And we can calculate the total supply chain profit is equal to the sum of distributor and manufacturer profit. and it's equal to 670,700. Yeah, so we can see in this figure as well, we can see, look at the figure, we can see the optimal production quantity where uh, a curve the highest profit for manufacturer is here at 12,000. Okay, this point, and it's matching with the calculated number we get.